What's up, my little tattle tots? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Khloe Kardashian, baby, this is the problem. Khloe doesn't know how to sit there and eat her rice. She's always stealing rice from other people's plates. Lamar, Tristan, Trey Songz. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my videos on Khloe's history. But she's also always overstepping bounds. And the excuse she always gives is, I'm a ride or die. I love my family. I'm a mama bear. Where the truth is, you are nasty and you are vindictive. And yes, you have been hurt a lot in life, but you use that as an excuse to kick down. Case in point, she tried to drag Blac Chyna, talking about like you busy suing us, dreams over at my house. To which I say, baby, watch who your kids are around. But second of all, how are you dragging Blac Chyna? And then that's really a drag to your ne'er-do-well, revenge P, tricking, and all that other stuff. Highly emotional brother, Rob Kardashian. And when I say highly emotional, I mean that in a bad way. Usually being highly emotional means you have a lot of emotional intelligence, you're empathetic, you're this, you're that, man or woman. I like highly emotional people. Not when it comes to Rob. He is always acting like somebody ate his last little Debbie and 7-Eleven is closed for Thanksgiving. Y'all, let's get into this mess because honestly, the nerve and the gall. First, let me give you the gall of the setup for the Kardashians that make no sense. For Khloe basically implying she's raising Chyna's daughter. Please, you better not. Listen, Khloe better not be passing down her collective pick-me knowledge to the rest of the families. Please, we're already worried enough about True. We don't need to put Dream's list on that Dream's name on that list. Anyway, right? Khloe Kardashian shades Blac Chyna in new Kardashians episode while she's suing us, Dreams at my house. Which, side note, I just have to say before we get into that, let me just say this. First of all, you're dragging your brother, because that's more a drag on your brother, because you acting like Chyna's a single mom. She got a father. Second of all, it is well documented in a bunch in court, in social media and everything. When that trial was going on, Rob said the reason he could not be a man and show his face in the trial, right? He could not be a man and show his face in the trial is because he was busy being home, trying to give Dream some type of normalcy in life, playing good dad. I know the jury of the trial looked at Rob too and was like, yeah, we don't believe you. And they didn't believe Corey Gamble either, right? But let me get back to my point. So in trying to drag Blac Chyna, you basically admitted that your brother is a GD liar, that your brother sent his sister to trial to protect him because of what resulted from his revenge P thing, right? We're going to talk about that in a second. But you're literally admitting that your brother lied to everybody. And while he was lying, saying he couldn't go to trial because he was with Dream, he was really just hiding out because that's what Rob does. Listen, Rob got a lot of bottom B energy. That's all I'm saying. If you actually look at Rob, he's the same person as Khloe. He really is. He's the same person as Kim. They were all raised by the certain thing. The only thing is some traits are more acceptable in society, not nice, but more acceptable in society for women. Or maybe Khloe and Kim are just intelligent enough to hide that part of themselves, all right? They said, right, as the $100 million Blac Chyna trial loomed overhead, this is in the Kardashian episode, right? I'm going to actually drop a recap. Khloe's clapping back at her brother's ex-fiance, and she's doing so with a smile on her face. Now, this is the same Khloe that literally said that she was going to be like Cleopatra and marry her brother. This is the same Khloe that on camera asked her brother, you wouldn't bleep me? You wouldn't? To which Rob started blushing and all this stuff. Listen, Khloe and Rob got a really, really close relationship. It gives me Game of Thrones, Cersei Lannister, my brother vibes, but that's just me. They said, Chris literally said that she was emotionally, physically, and spiritually exhausted. Woo! However, They said, she's saying that the Rob and Chyna show didn't get a second season because we interfered with it. They did. They had the receipts, not because they weren't in a relationship anymore. Excuse me. Half the people in the Kardashians aren't in a relationship and they had a show. What is your point? Okay, you know what? Let's move on, right? Because I have a bigger point, right? They literally said, she claimed that Chyna, who shares a 5-year-old dream of Rob Kardashian, only provided a data dump of bank records, all of which were incomplete. Girl, that's how evidence goes. Anybody that knows anything about discovery knows you literally do give the opposing team a data dump. Because while you say, listen, we want to see your records, here it is, sort through it. Even the federal government does that when you request records from them. They give you a data dump because you want to make it as hard as possible for the other side to prove their case. For Khloe, your sister's supposed to be legal eagle. Why don't you have her explain that to you? But let's keep going, right? Even the fact that she had a restraining order against my brother. Why she had a restraining order? Why? Why did she have a restraining order against your brother? Because he released record. Why? But you know what? Let it never be said that Khloe's not consistent. She will defend a trash man, whether that's her brother, her lover. Oh, I'm sorry, her brother or her lover. Anyway, right? She said, how can they do a show together? There's a restraining order and they physically can't stand next to each other. But Chyna actually said, we can film. And that actually could have been a season because we would have liked to see that play out. It was E's #1 rated show. And it actually would have been a huge hoop for them to have separate confessionals and you see them going through why they got the restraining order and all that stuff. And it was renewed for a time. But you know what? We're not going to revisit that. Go watch my old videos, right? She said she was nervous about the trial. When she asked her sister, what did the jury, and here's the thing, they tried to drag Blac Chyna saying, meanwhile, what if the jury hates us? Courtney simply responded, no one hates us, Khloe, which is true, right? Meanwhile, Kim said, hopefully they find people who just don't know who we are. Kim is so fake. Anyway, listen, the facts are the facts and right is wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm not worried about something I've done, Khloe said. And then she had to take this last dig. And this is why Khloe is so unlikable. She said, I'm just saying, it's going to be stressful and annoying. And that, you know, while she's suing us, dreams at my house. All right, Khloe, you want to sit here and take your digs, which always land because you're dumb? Blac Chyna, how are you guys trying to drag Blac Chyna for suing you guys when you guys started it? You guys sued her first. You guys started the lawsuit. And as Blac Chyna said in her other lawsuit, you did it in retaliation because she wanted your BA brother to be held accountable for the revenge he posted. She wanted your BS brother to be held accountable for him coming in, starting stuff, roughing up a woman who's 3 apples high, and then turning around and trying to lie and said that she tried to delete him. And then you had little satin pajama, high booty Corey. Yo, the Kardashians love a man with a high booty. They do. They do. You had Corey's silky satin pink pajama, high booty self walk in and be like, I grew up with women like her from the neighborhood. I told Rob, she's toxic. Shut up, Corey. You turned your whole life into an all-white party and you're living a dream. Go back out to the Amalfi Coast with your pink satin high booty pajamas. Sit there and surround yourself in a white party with everything white, right? Even the women, they can have you. We give as a gift. The community gives you as a gift, like the Lion King, just throw a satin pajama off there, right? Go. Skedaddle. But how dare you sit there and talk about the type of people you grew up in the neighborhood and try to disparage. Anyway, let me get off this, but let me just say, so you sued Chyna first and now you're trying to disparage her because she sued you guys for messing up her bag. But let's talk about saying dreams at my house. One, your brother lied and said that Dream was with him. That's why he couldn't show up. Now we know he was being a BA, hiding under his sister's skirt like he always does, while the real strength in the family comes through and shows their peace. Second of all, it shows what trash you guys are, that even when you see a woman But what am I saying? Khloe cyberbullied allegedly a pregnant woman. She cyberbullied Khloe Morrison. She cyberbullied a 19-year-old Jordan Woods. This is what Khloe does. But you sat there and closed ranks so that your brother would not be accountable for the way he treated another woman. You know? But another thing, Khloe, and this is what I want to say, Chyna's at my house. What about Rob? You're so busy dragging Chyna that you don't realize that this is the biggest drag to your brother. What about Rob? What about Rob? Where? You watch and dream, but she has a father. Her father is alive. Her father is supposed to be the best dad ever. Her father brought her into this world. How are you dragging the mother of a child that while she is on the dad's visitation rights, that the dad fought for so he didn't have to really pay child support like that? How are you dragging the fact that Blac Chyna, when she sends her daughter to be with her daddy, Khloe's the one raising her? I just want to know, where's the drag at? Where is the drag? Because to me, it's dragging your brother. To me, Rob's the problem. To me, Khloe, you're dizzy and you need to sit there and eat your rice. Keep your fingers and your eyes off people's plates and worry about what's actually happening in your household. And second of all, I know Blac Chyna's sitting there and being like, baby, you crazy. You think you raising dream, because she ain't never gonna be as dizzy and spinny as you are when it comes to the love department. Anyway, my little Tata Charles, let me know what you think about Khloe's comments. You think she had a point? I don't. Be respectful, but we can agree to disagree. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.